Z-guard?
Yeah.
Oh, 93 guard is like super
With a butterfly. Yeah.
Z-guard. Okay. When you're in Z-guard, he doesn't have you in the lockdown. That's why we're passing the way I showed you. You go for the toe hold, he straightens out. We're not in the lockdown. There's a big difference from passing, using the twister pass, from the lockdown, and then from this position. This is basically quarter guard, really. He doesn't really have, I mean, I guess it would be half guard, but I would consider it more quarter guard. Now, if you have the lockdown in, that's a whole different story here. Playing with those ankles ain't gonna do nothing. When you're caught in the lockdown, it's still the same thing. You gotta still keep this pressure on the knee constantly, and you gotta be leaning back. But now my free leg, and this pressure here on the knee becomes crucial if he has me in the lockdown, because this balance here, this base, is gonna come in underneath and unhook, and then we pass. Then we can unhook, we might pass all the way, or you just unhook the lockdown, and now we're in this position. He doesn't have any lockdown, so we're looking to fight these feet. Push these feet, corral here, and pass. We have the lockdown, different story. I gotta bring this leg all the way underneath, start fighting, unhook. Alright? Two different situations. Understand, recognize, let's go. Craig has a different variation. He plays it slightly different. Omar? Craig Beecham?
So, when I get into the pass, okay, instead of having my leg down here, because when I'm in this position, I have a whole little sweep game that I try, and this, what I'm going to show you, will shut it down. I take my bottom leg, I still hook here, I take my bottom leg and I block the hips right here. If I'm here underneath the armpit, I'm fine. I can use, if he tries to, he can't really push me down, because I can post off of his hips with my leg here to keep the space there. And post out, if he tries to push me this way, I can still keep my weight fairly solid. And then what I do from here is I can just lift his leg a little bit, pull out, and see how his arm's underneath my hip? It's already set there. Okay? The other variation of it, of the same thing, is that I do with the gi. And when I get into the pass here, I do the same thing here, but I also, with the gi, I'll grab the collar, but if I don't have the gi, I'll grab the armpit or the lat right here. This keeps him from turning into me. Can you turn into me? Okay, he can't also throw me that way because my hips are nice and solid. Throw me that way? Yeah, my hips are nice and solid on the ground. I'm still blocking his arm. My ass is nice and snug. I can just take and push and pull my leg out. My shoulder blocks his head so he can't turn into me. Nice and snug. If he is a wrestler, a lot of times they'll turn into you anyway, so let go. He'll let go of the legs and start to turn into me. I'll kick his legs out from underneath him with this leg and then sit up. The key, there's a couple things. I can't let his head or his shoulder, I can't let him get up onto his shoulder. If he does, then he'll get on top of me. No matter how much I block his head. If he gets here, I can't do anything. He'll get on top of me.
So if he does get that underhook back,
If he does get this underhook,
you gotta pop your leg back.
my last resort actually is, in order for him, if he does get to this point, he has to let go with his legs to sit up. That's when I kick this leg out from underneath him, so I can sit up on him. So that kick out is my last straw.
Beautiful.
So do you find the guys bridging from there at all sometimes?
Wrestlers. Just wrestlers, and that's only when they get that hook back.
Beautiful. All right, guys. Work both variations, please.